What's up, guys? This is I'm not sure what video, but same time frame. We're at 4.85 miles and going. This chapter called Winner Takes All. By the way, check out my bookmark. It says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits." Psalm 10:32. Anyways, here we are. Winner takes all. Page 375. Legally blind but no longer alone. She found a way to stay sober, raise a family, and turn her life over to the care of God. So, my parents were very much in love, and before we start this video, make sure you give this like, make sure you give this video thumbs up, follow my page if you want to see more motivation, more workouts, more content, more reading videos. Thank you. So, my parents were very much in love and had been married a couple of years when they decided to start a family. They were so excited when their first son was born. They owned their own small business, and with the arrival of their son, their lives seemed perfect until tragedy struck. When their son was about 2 years old, my parents were eating at the local restaurant, and he was dancing to the music of the jukebox and having a good time. He followed some older children outside and was hit by a car. My parents carried him in an ambulance to a hospital 30 miles away, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. My parents were stricken with grief. One miracle that brought them some joy in the midst of all the pain was that Mom found out she was pregnant. When this little girl was born, she brought them great joy. She did not take the place of her brother, but in her own right, she did bring them joy. They tried again to have another little boy, but they had me instead. Not only was I a girl, but I was also born legally blind. A year or so later, they finally did get the boy they wanted, and there was a big party to celebrate his birth. From the very beginning, I felt different and unwanted. At a very young age, as children do, I had to make sense out of my life. So I came to the conclusion that I was bad, and God knew I was bad. So God made me handicapped to punish me. I thought that the undertow of sadness in my family was because of me. Later I realized that a part of it might have been due to my handicap, but there was still a lot of grieving going on. My father turned to alcohol and was a very angry man. When we were growing up, he was very critical. I was told things on a daily basis like I was dumb and lazy. When I started school, I truly realized how different I was from other children. Children were very cruel and made fun of me. I could tell you many stories of times I was treated badly, and although the stories would be different, the feeling was always the same. I was not good enough, and I hurt. Special education was mostly for the mentally retarded, so I did not get much support from my teachers. Though there were 2 teachers who made a difference in my life. Guys, we're at 5.46 miles. We're gonna keep going and read. Also, my girlfriend, fiance, I'll show you, has just left work sick. So if she calls me, we'll end this off and we'll start up on another time, but that's okay. Special education was mostly for the mentally retarded, so I did not get much support from my teachers, though there were 2 teachers who made a difference in my life. One was a 3rd grade teacher who got me my large print books, and it felt so good that someone understood I had a problem, but that was overruled by the embarrassment I felt trying to carry those big books around. The other teacher was a freshman high school teacher who flunked me. It was as if I heard her say, "You can do better." All of the other teachers just let me pass, whether I knew the material or not. When I got out of high school, I felt as if I had gotten out of some kind of prison. I graduated 150th out of a class of 152, and I felt that I was dumb. It was during my high school years that I discovered alcohol